This is how it is today.
Guys, with special.
The what?
Say what?
Welcome to the show that rides the short bus.
And doesn't make excuses for it.
I miss having that Fat Steven Seagal graphic of me with Down syndrome and dwarfism.
Question is, don't you have a backup of it?
No, I had him.
Well, you can ask Fat Steven to send it to you. Hey, wait.
What?
I'm saying hello to Wade in a very poorly manner. I'm sorry, Wade.
Super Wade. Just call him Super Wade. Call him what he is. Super Wade.
Good morning to Gambit. Good morning to Snorty. Hello, Snorty. Emmanuel is here.
Yes.
Bonjour. Bonjour. We have anybody else? Wade, of course. Wade.
Yeah.
And that does it. That's as friendly as I'm going to get today.
Bonjour to Le Mans. I hope I didn't slash that more than usual. 5 p.m. there. Nice.
Well, here is your break from work. I don't like Mondays, just like the Boomtown Rap.
Well, yeah, wait, me too. But this is more expedite, especially when we start late, and it was all my fault. I apologize to the people.
It's not all your fault. It's my fault
I wasn't
too.
looking at the time.
There's 3 other people could have told him.
And I'm sitting there going, wait, are we late, guys? We're late. Nobody says anything.
Oh, we were being entertained by some video.
It's funny. You showed that Zelensky video, and you know what? I've got a meme that we use during my brother's show, the political show we do with headlines and stuff. And it's a picture of him at some gathering, and they're all outside. And I don't know if you know this or not, but he's a short little dude. And there's a sign stuck in there that says, "Have to be this tall to join NATO."
Yeah. I did the same thing with Tom Cruise when he tried to go to Afghanistan. They wouldn't let him in. And so I showed a picture of a military gate with a sign that reads, "You have to be this tall to enter Afghanistan." And he was I had the image of him from Oprah jumping up and down looking angry.
So funny, man.
Yeah, let me show the fucking video. I mean,
go, man. You're not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, my buddy Travis sends this to me this morning, and I realized none of this is fake.
No, that's him. He was a comedian before he became a politician. Yes.
That's him. I went looking this shit up, and I'm so fucking disturbed by all of this because it is real. And I'm like, we've dumped how many billions at this point into this fucking country?
Can someone please explain this to me? Please. Like, what parallel universe have we stumbled into where this is just kind of normal and things are kind of making sense over here, and things aren't really making sense over here? An 18-year-old's birthday party? This guy was like churning tricks for $50. Like, what is going on here? Like, and then how many billions have we sent to what? Hold on. And this, guys, if you see the full version, you're like, and then this, and then this, and then, like, literally, I feel like this is some kind of idiocracy documentary extra parallel universe President Zelensky, ladies and gentlemen, and the multiverse
of what the fuck.
Of what the hell is going on?
That's what happened when you left
What the hell is he?
He's so crazy. He's so crazy. It's sort of like this.
Skibbity, 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 spin. Stop. Hammer time.
Look, wait, thinks the same thing that I told you in the background.
Absolutely. In fact, they're going to do a biopic starring Pedro Pascal.
Look out.
Hey, Penny.
Pedro fatigue.
Good morning, Penny. So I've taken my ibuprofen and I'm drinking coffee. Really strong coffee. Itism. Hey, folks, I'm going to tell you something. You've not enjoyed your fucking day until you watch Martin hanging his clothes.
Martin hanging his clothes.
Yeah, I was thoroughly enjoying. Like I was on a phone call with him, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm hanging my clothes. That's exactly what he's really doing. And he has this cool routine where he puts the shirts and stuff on a hanger. Then he takes the end of a broom handle, puts the hanger on the end of the broom handle, and then pushes it up to like a skylight or something, and hangs it up there. And then next does the same thing, rinse, lather, repeat.
Yes, it's a
And
whole
it's
system.
fun.
It's a whole system. It's a node to my OCD.
That was fun to watch.
No, wait. I am not Spanish. I am a Venezuelan expat living in Mexico. I do have many Spanish friends, and I love the way Spanish sounds.
He does not speak Spanish, but he has the accent. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't speak Spanish, but I destroy English too.
Man.
For some
there's
reason,
the pencils, but you've already inked this one, right?
Yeah, it's I'm working on my 0 issue. I'm gonna put up on Kindle. It's gonna have this cover right here. Hang on.
Kindle, is that a person?
No, Amazon Kindle. It's where you read books at.
There's that's a girl's name, isn't it? Kindle. You're gonna put it up on Kindle?
Not sure. But yeah, that's already been
Jenner
done.
named Kindle?
If I fill it all in. I'm sorry.
Isn't there a Jenner named Kindle?
Kendall. Yes,
Kendall.
Yes, Kendall Jenner.
Yeah, the one who was pretty to begin with, and then she decided to have the reconstructive surgery to make her look like a fucking weird clone of her siblings.
Yeah, I already did all that work, buddy. It's just I'm getting ready to put this.
So you are putting it on her.
That's it. I'm going to tattoo this on her freaking back. She's already cashed it in with plastic surgery anyway, right? She might as well advertise for me.
Freaking laser.
He's going to tattoo each page of the book on a Jenner. This could take forever.
Right? It could take a long time.
I don't know if they are procreating and making more of them or not. I'm assuming with the plastic surgery, it also includes being spayed and neutered.
You see, I need the sketch one on. Get this out of the way.
This is sort of what I talk about when I'm like in a dour mood. My humor is kind of mean.
But great. Wait, oh. I need that on freeform. Yeah, there we go. Squash it down.
Hey, 11 Alphas in the house.
Well, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, buddy?
Not really, Gambit.
I don't know what's going on with Anima. She is here, but she's not spoken to me this morning or anything.
Yeah, I'm here.
Not one word. That's the first word.
Hello.
One word. That's two
That's
words.
another word.
That's 3, 4, 5 words.
God damn it! Are we gonna start counting words? You should have told me.
Apparently, because
Now I have to make a new text file. What is this?
No.
Henry Hayes 99.
Nope, you got it backwards. I am a big fan of Agent 99 and the song 99 by I think that was Toto, wasn't it?
Oh, and 99 red balloons.
99 Das Luftballons.
Das Luftballons.
The first version I heard was the English one.
First version I heard was the German version. And then I was pleased to hear that she had recorded it in English, even though I think she didn't speak English. So she did like Aha. And
Nena was the band, right?
Nina, yeah.
She's the singer, not the band.
Oh, I stand corrected. So,
yeah, I love people who have never seen war, been in war, been trained for war, making songs about war. That's always fun.
Well, but it's another kind of war.
I remember my moment in the military where I was a bit of a punk in the middle of NBC class. Now, NBC class doesn't mean National Broadcasting Company in the U.S. military. It means nuclear, biological, and chemical. And I was in the middle of this class, and we're watching this old fucking film strip, I shit you not, on video, of how you're supposed to physically react if you're caught in a potential atomic blast.
Die.
And I'm watching this thing, and it's telling you the position you need to lay down in. And what they tell you to do is lay down with your legs towards the explosion to survive the blast, of which I go, it went up and went, I think when you say survive, I think you mean temporarily survive.
Right.
Because you're going to die.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the reason you're putting your balls towards the explosion so you die slower, you should pretty much tell everybody that. I mean, I'm cool with it. If you need me to go kill somebody after I've been irradiated, I'll go do it. But don't lie to me.
Right.
My advice is, in case of a nuclear bomb fall into your region, run at it.
Yeah, I told the instructor, and I got made to stand up in the back of class because I said I would just stand up and outstretch my arms and embrace what it's sending. Because I would just want to fucking go. I would not fucking want to try to survive that because I know I'm not going to.
Sit down, bend over, place your head between your legs.
Between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. There you go. Classic old saying, man. So, Gary loving missionary. Like, what the hell are we? Wait, what have you been doing this morning? Jesus Christ, dude.
Hey, we do not judge here.
Well, he said I'm a Swiftie, and I'm offended by that.
As you should be. Oh my.
Well, I personally, Swifties are good in my book because I don't think about the singers. I think about the guys who were assigned to Swift boats, and their nicknames are Swifties.
Oh,
so it actually has a legitimately strong meaning for people from the military that know the Vietnam era combat vets. Swifties are what brought John Kerry down.
Yep. Swift captains. Yep.
Now, these were all guys that served, and they're like, fuck that guy. He's a liar. He fragged himself and paid an officer to help him get his Purple Heart. It's a false. Purple Heart should be taken away from him. He caused his own injury.
He should be committed, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody that wants to injure themselves just to get a medal.
That's a real problem.
Yeah.
Well, people have done it just to get sent home.
Yeah, that I can understand, but no, I want a medal. No.
That's just wrong.
Yes, Gary went to Catholic school, but Catholic school didn't went through Gary.
Yeah. Oh man, Father Weems, good God, he got mad at me one day. I had a button. Now, I did not know that Father Weems would read my buttons on my fucking jacket, and he did. He read them, and I said, "I am a Catholic school survivor." He's like, "Oh, take that off. When you're in this house, you don't wear that. Oh, you're lucky you got to go. You're lucky." And I'm like, okay.
Wow.
I need that button because I survived Catholic school too. 8 years.
I went to Catholic school, and it wasn't that bad. In fact, it wasn't.
I went to public
bad at
school.
all.
I went to public school. That's where I went.
Oh,
It's
I went to
kinda like-
public school too.
He's kind of like Harrison Ford, where half his face likes you and the other half hates you. But in this case, one side of his face hates you, and the other side of the face really hates you. I love Father Weems. He's a good man. And this episode is brought to you by two things. One, Martin with hair. And my drink of today, which is, what's it called? Throne Sport Coffee, Mocha Java. And it's got 150 milligrams of caffeine, natural caffeine, none of it fake. Premium Arabica coffee made with all natural flavors and sweeteners, with B vitamins, electrolytes, and I don't know what this one is. This stuff, whatever the hell that is, there at the bottom. Whatever that fucking is.
BCAA what?
Yeah, BCAA apostrophe S.
Yeah, that sounds so natural.
Leucine, iso. I don't know what those fucking are. Some sort of nutrients that I could give two shits about. There's only one position in Catholic Church.
Penitent man.
Penitent.
The penitent man.
Right.
Yes. The penitent man.
Yeah, according to if you are in marital therapy, missionary is the only thing that they promote.
Oh, we have the explanation of the acronym. Branch chain amino acids. Again, that sounds so natural.
Right. What?
What?
Yeah, I want coffee in my coffee, nothing else.
Well, they're amino acids. They're good for you.
Not in the amount that you get from that.
And here is what that sounded like to me.
Skibbity, 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 spin. Stop! Hammer time!
Fucking hate that clip, man.
Any excuse to use it, I will play it.
I know.
Especially on Mondays to start the week really gay.
Oh, I'm just really so fucking annoyed right now. This movie is actually a fucking good movie by Disney.
What?
And it's in the...
Say it ain't so.
It was made in the 20-teens.
Yep.
16, I think. 15, 16.
Well, you had Bob Iger and what's his fucking face that he lied and hired to take his place. What a lie.
Oh, Bob Chapek.
Yeah.
Dude, this movie I saw by accident. Well, not by accident. Oh, what is this? Let's see this
What,
movie.
did you fall into the theater?
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, I didn't know anything about this. And boy, was I pleasantly surprised. It had become one of my favorite movies ever.
It's a true story. It is. I would call this movie pretty fairly accurate, and it's based on the book, which is a longer title, and it came out in 2016, I think. This is also the movie.
Oh yes,
the movie came out, I think, in 2016, and one of the impressive things is this film brought Ben Foster and Chris Pine together, and they found out that they are best friends making this movie. They just fucking loved hanging out together, and to where their friendship went beyond making movies. They are friends outside of work, but they've gotten a chance to work together now 3 times, almost the 4th time. You know what the 4th time was?
No.
It was supposed to be The Outlaw King, and Ben was supposed to play one of the main characters, and it ended up not happening. I don't know why. But now this chick here, I don't know how I feel about her. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's pretty, she's talented, but there's something really annoying about her too for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe her face is too shiny.
I don't know. I have a massive crush on her since I saw her.
Her name is Holiday Granger. Also, this is a film with 2 other good actors. I think that Casey Affleck is a better actor than his brother, Ben.
Yes.
You've got Eric Bana in this movie, who I fucking love that guy. That dude is so great. Just finished watching his new series with Sam Neill. Whoa, that was a good show. Intense show. We got John Ortiz is in this. And you got another guy who I know from having been involved with some of Dale Dye. He's a student of Dale Dye's. And that gentleman's name is John Magaro, and a very, very good actor. He plays actually the last member of the team in real life to die, and he died in 2018. So he actually got to watch this movie. One of the few surviving members of that crew. Of Coast Guards, I mean. Because I don't know about those that survived the sinking.
How ironic. The Coast Guard is who's being portrayed at the beginning of this comic book. It's the Coast Guard.
Look, man, I fucking love the Coast Guard. I have a great respect to those guys.
It's the forgotten military service, man. A lot of people forget that is a military.
Yeah, they'll go, the Coast Guard. I'm like, fuck you, dude. That's some serious service there, man.
Yep.
They don't mess around. I consider them some of the finest out there.
They are the fence,
and
where we have an ocean. That is them. Yeah.
And of course, my co-boss, which is Julia, Dale's wife, she served in the auxiliary Coast Guard, and something she's very proud of that she got to do. But you also got Bo Knapp in this movie, who's a very good actor. One of my favorites from the old days, Abraham Ben Ruby. He plays George Tiny Myers, the ship's cook. Very good actor. You've got Graham McTavish from Scotland. It's Bill Barclay's.
Graham McTavish?
And most of you guys would know him probably from the House of the Dragon. And he's a hardcore Scotsman. You got Kyle Gallner's in this too. And of course, you've got Lois Lane in this, Rachel Brosnahan. A lot of people, they look at her name and they don't know how to pronounce that name. It's Brosnahan. She's very fucking Irish. And her career was made by playing a Jewish comedian. She is not. She's quite Irish, English Irish. And I think she's gifted. I think she's gorgeous. And I think she's funny as fuck. You cannot play a comedian like that and actually be funny on a show and not have a good sense of humor. We learned that with some actors that tried to play comedians, like Dustin Hoffman tried to play the part of the radical comedian from the 60s that got arrested a bunch of times
Lenny
for
Bruce.
obscenity. Lenny Bruce. He made the Lenny Bruce movie. And he did all those scenes and did some of Lenny Bruce's comedy. And guess what? Not funny. None of it. He has zero comical timing. I don't know how that happened, man. But yeah, he was terrible in that movie. But let me think. Who else is in this movie that was worth mentioning? Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then, of course, two of your main characters, Ben Foster, Chris Pine. And, of course, Casey Affleck plays a character named Ray Seibert, which is a fictional name of the real guy that took command of that ship because the captain died. There were 41 members of that crew of the SS is it Pueblo? No, not Pueblo. What was it? The come on, help me here. What's the?
I'm trying. I can't remember.
Oh my God! Come on, Gary. It's the SS
Pendleton.
No, the
Pendleton.
Pendleton, yeah.
I knew it was a P word. I was about to say penis. The SS penis.
You had to go there.
Because I knew it wasn't the SS Minnow.
Oh,
no points this round, James.
Classic Comics. Good morning, my friend. So, they had 41 crew members, and 33 nearly survived. And in the last moments of the rescue, the last guy trying to come over after he helped everybody over there fucking fell in the water. And in the movie, they don't show how he died. They show him smash against the hull of the boat. That's not what happened to him.
No, it is. What I got it is that they imply that he hit the propel.
That's not what happened to him.
Well, from what I found out, wave smashed him against the boat and killed him.
The two boats smashed
shit.
together, and he was crushed.
Wow.
Between them and killed instantly.
That's awful.
And but you didn't need to, because the guy, I don't think they showed his heroism, because he really was making everybody go, helping them get down the road. And of course, while I'm watching that, I'm reminded of my history, which is one of the things that guys that fought in the European campaign had a little saying. They would say, "Don't shake the net," is all that kept popping into my head while they're trying to go down this fucking ladder down onto this boat. And what that, I'll let 11 Alpha explain what it is. Are you still here, Alpha? If you would explain it to folks what it means. It got its start from...
Dude, 11 Alpha is the shadow. He always knows, and he's always there.
And it's a terrible way to fucking die. Tiny is the character. And they got a great actor to play him. He's great. Look, Adam and I have talked about him. I loved it. He used to be fat and he lost all that weight. There are actors that do that, like the heavy dude from My Name is Earl lost all that weight. He went on the Navy SEAL diet, and he got beefed up too. And Abraham Ben Ruby also, he used to be on ER. He's in the movie Open Range. Great actor, man. I love him as an actor.
He's a fucking giant. He's like 6'7".
So, in other words, he carried his weight well because he was a giant.
And I like how he, at least in the movie, was always trying to keep the morale up.
Always being cheerful, singing songs that I would never fucking attempt to sing while everybody's fucking stressed, thinking they're gonna die. It's like, why are you singing that song?
Who's gonna stop that mountain of a man?
Right.
He can sing
Also,
everything he wants.
He
Sing
knows
whatever
these
the hell you
people.
want, pal.
He's been cooking for them for a very long time. He knows them. He knows.
Just don't
So Alpha, I was
silly
gonna
me.
say, if you wanted to explain where the term "don't shake the net" came from.
God damn! Look at that guy.
The monster.
He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Now, one of the characters that you kind of, you get the general feel that a lot of the people don't trust him is the commander of that Coast Guard unit.
Yeah.
Played by Eric Bana. And I felt that was kind of unfair to show him that way because he was a tried and true commander. And they make it look like some of the guys didn't trust him. And it's like, I don't think that was a fair estimation. But I know that it comes from some of the stuff that was written in the book. And if it wasn't mentioned, I'm sure it was mentioned, that the movie is based off of the book written by Michael Taugius
Do we
and
have
Casey Sherman.
the name here?
And the full book is called "The Finest Hours: The True Story of the U.S. Coast Guard's Most Daring Sea Rescue." Even
God
though
damn, that's the title.
it's not, it's kind of a misnomer, but it is the most daring rescue by a single rescue boat. This boat was designed to hold 12 fucking people, including its crew. And
Yeah, but like he says in a movie, that's regulatory, right?
They damn near rescued 33 fucking people out of 41.
They got 32, according to the movie, of course.
Well, there were 33 and one died trying to leave the ship, and that was China.
Would be a total of 36 bodies on that little boat.
Yeah.
35. There were 3 crew.
4? What in the movie?
Was
were
it 4? I thought it was 3.
Yes,
I thought it was the kid. I thought it was Ben Foster, and I thought it was
no, 4 people.
4 people.
There a 4th one? Okay. This is the real location, by the way.
He had the kid in the front. He had the guy on the searchlight. He had the guy that went down to get the machine going again, and himself. 4 people.
And the boat, by the way, is now part of their museum there, Maritime Museum.
Damn.
I do like the accents in this. Oh, wow. I'm surprised by this, Alpha.
Do you want to explain?
Hold on. I'm just so
baffled.
Caught off guard. I've never said something that he didn't know.
Oh, he's being modest, I'm sure.
So, but anyway, it comes from D-Day, and it's a term that means when you're going down those nets off your ship, they would hang these nets down, and guys would be climbing down those fucking nets down to the smaller boats, the amphibious assault. Guys would panic and start shaking, and then people would fucking fall. And there were threats to fucking shoot if you did not fucking get down that net in a timely manner. So it's an old turn of phrase, don't shake the nets. I think this part, it's a good part for Bana, but I feel like he deserved more screen time, and I think that this character needed a better introduction as to who he is and what he's done. Because he wasn't young.
No. He's a veteran, but what they explain here is that he's recently transplanted to this station, and he doesn't know the particularities
People. He doesn't know the
waters.
people or the weather. But when when they go, "Are you sure you want to give that command, sir?" And he's like, "Yes, I know exactly what's going on here. I understand the weather conditions. Fucking go."
Damn, Alpha.
Did he survive? By the way, if you're a fan of the TV series Faulty Towers, which I just started, I introduced Anima to with John Cleese on the episode of the Germans.
Mm.
He actually says that. Basil Fawlty actually says, "Don't shake the nets." Good.
Yes,
I'm glad he survived.
Good.
Now, the crazy part of this, I want you to look at that. Ship was broken in fucking half, and its twin ship had the exact same thing happen.
Design
Both
flaw?
ships at the same
Yes.
time in the same storm, and the Coast Guard had sent its main rescue team to the twin ship.
These
And
ships
all they
tended to
had-
have these problems because they were made cheaply in World War II. And they were made in two parts and then molded together.
This
whatever.
is
So
horrifying
they tended
to
to
watch
break under pressure.
because you can see into the holds, and you're like, "Oh my God, how is this thing going to stay afloat?" And the only way to keep it going was to keep those motors going. Yes, he is Australian, Gambit. In fact, he's a comedian,
I'm a race driver.
and he got cast in a little biopic playing the part of this guy called Chapa, who is a gangster, self-proclaimed gangster, a badass, very dangerous dude. And they made a biopic about the guy, and he gained some muscle and gained some fat to play this character. And if you've never seen the movie Chopper, fucking watch that movie, and you'll understand what's so awesome about Eric Bana, because he's fucking good in that role. So this all took place right around Christmas of 1952. So it's kind of a holiday
February,
movie.
actually.
No,
it took place in February, Gary.
Yeah.
Just fucking around. Just let me have my fucking jokes. Jesus Christ. No, I'm German. I make it accurate.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a joke. Jesus.
Yes, it was. It's a Christmas movie. Is my joke was that it's a holiday film, and it's not. It's clearly not a fucking holiday film. I'm making a fucking joke. So, anyway.
Don't laugh at it, damn it. Even if you didn't get it.
Ha 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 ha.
You guys can fucking host if you want to.
No, not at all, man.
You know, please feel
busy,
free
you know
to
that.
take over. I don't want to be here today. I feel like shit.
That's okay.
Got 2 hours of fucking sleep, and I'm trying my best. Oh, Christ almighty.
You're doing great, bro. Doing fantastic.
Where did you learn to spell Normandy? Gabbit?
Actually, we spell it like that in German.
I'm just going to tell you, you spell it like they're here in America, someone's going to beat the shit out of your first grade teacher. Just
French
saying.
probably spell it like that too.
Fucking French. Sorry, Emmanuel.
We don't mean to
I
bust down your-
disavow.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that French word. Now I can't. It's got the word visage in it. Something
Gary, part of our childhood passed away yesterday.
Yeah, I know Lonnie Anderson.
We had her poster on our wall, man.
I did not.
I did.
I was a big fan of WKRP in Cincinnati. It was one of my favorite shows. But I was always heartbroken that she got hooked up with Burt Reynolds. So, that's messed up, man. Like, why are you sleeping with that guy? What's wrong with you? You're better
Remember, Joe, Gary only had poster of guys in his room.
Remember that, because I tried to have Farrah Fawcett on my wall, and my dad couldn't have that, so I put gay posters up, and he was okay with that. Bo Duke, John, what's his name? John Schneider.
John
I
Schneider.
had that poster of him, and Dad was fine with that one, and I'm like, oh my God, he wants me to be gay. He doesn't want me to be straight. I gave him shit for almost 40 years about that, making fun of me. I was trying to make you gay. The hell you weren't. You were subversively trying to turn me gay because you'd only let me have posters of guys on my wall. It was pornography if I had a picture of Farrah Fawcett in a bikini. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we brought that up yesterday that she probably had the number 2 poster because we all know Farrah had the number 1 poster.
Oh, Farrah was so gorgeous back in the 80s. She had that one, the champagne one. I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was actually part of a Playboy shoot.
Could be.
God, man, she was gorgeous. But I was really, I got to be honest with you, man. I'm a Marianne girl, man.
Oh,
I'll tell you something that shocked me this week.
Gotcha.
Was a publicity photo taken of Raquel Welch. She auditioned for the part of Marianne, but she was deemed too gorgeous to play her. And I'm like, no fucking shit. She should have been Ginger.
Yeah, right.
But she didn't want to do a Marilyn Monroe impression, which is what Ginger's doing.
All right, guys, I gotta go get Mama Joe. You guys take care.
Don't forget
Have a great show.
Don't forget your cup.
I'm gonna try not to.
Yeah, she will nail him in the nards if she gets a chance. I'm just saying. And there's the kid, John Magaro. Good fucking actor. He was in one of the early things he did. He was in the video game Bully. Does anybody remember that video game?
Yes, but I never played it. I don't know. The premise didn't click with me.
He was in the film that's early in his career, The Brave One, which is the female version of Bronson's movie, Killing the Bad Guys, where he kills all the criminals that killed his family.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the Death Wish.
Yeah, Death Wish. The Brave One is the feminist version of that, and it's not bad. I got to tell you, I enjoyed the movie. And of course, he worked with Dale Dye. First, I thought it was Band of Brothers, but he actually worked on Taking Chance with Kevin Bacon, which is a really good Iraq War veteran. Afghan. I'm not sure it was Iraq or Afghan, but it's a really good film about Marine having to transport a soldier's body home. And they're like, you're going to need to take that uniform off, sir, when he's going through the wand and and he's like, I am not taking this uniform off. No, I will not. And they're like getting kind of beefy with him. It's like, you're going to have to shoot me. It's kind of what he's kind of given the drift of. I'm not taking this fucking uniform off. You want me, or what do you have to do? This uniform does not come off. He was also on another show that I really liked. Person of Interest. I really love Person of Interest. I thought it was a good show by Jonathan Nolan. And he is he's in the movie Captain Phillips as Phillips' son. But he doesn't get any credit for it, but he was in there, got paid, all that shit. Then this is like one of his big breaks, The Finest Hours. Now, there was a series I did like, but he was only in one episode of it. It was Angie Tribeca. I thought the first season of that was funny.
Don't know that one.
Me neither.
Another one I did like, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, even though I didn't like what they did. I liked him as Jack Ryan. I just hated the show. And a movie I refuse to ever fucking watch is Overlord.
Why?
Which I couldn't stand. Because I don't mind if you want to tell a fictional story, but don't tell a bullshit story about World War II. And they show an airborne unit that's racially integrated, and that's a lie. That's a historical fucking lie. And I believe it dishonors the black soldiers that had to deal with segregation in the military in World War II under a Democratic president. Unacceptable. So that movie does that, and it's a fucking lie, and I won't watch it. Because I believe that dishonors the black soldiers. And they had their own fucking Ranger unit. They never got deployed, but that's where they could have had fun. They could have said that, let's say that they were never officially deployed, but because of an incident, we had to deploy them. There's a story where they have to go deal with this science fiction horror situation to try to rescue another Ranger battalion. Fuck off. They do this. J.J. Abrams, I fucking hate that guy. He was also in Umbrella Academy. Season 1 was really good. The rest of the series was garbage. Orange is the New Black. Never watched it. Never wanted to. That's the one that's tried to normalize prison sex. They tried to normalize it, saying that it's part of that community. No, it's not.
Yeah, I was never into that one.
And because of that, I wouldn't watch it. And of course, do you know who was behind that one?
No.
Well, she was directly involved with The Brave One. Anybody?
No idea.
No.
No idea. Sorry.
Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster was one of the executives behind that show. And I'm like, that is a dishonest representation of being gay in prison. It's totally different. That's why they call it prison gay. Because he's not really gay. It's just gay while you're there. Because you get lonely. And apparently for guys, really horny. And sometimes it's also about control. And, years ago, I remember I got angry because somebody wrote an article, former law enforcement officer, and he was, kind of bragging about using the threat of RAPEEE. It's what they do to me. RAPEEE. He thought it was condonable to use that as a threat against people to coerce information out of them. And I'm like, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. It's fucked up. Maybe it's something in your tool belt, but I think that good policing works better than fucking using the threat of that word. Oh boy, they're going to lock you in prison. And years ago, former warden of the prison system said that we could end it if we wanted to. We could stop that from happening to the lengths that it happens. We could absolutely stop it. We choose not to because it's a way of maintaining control over the prison population. An official said that. Yeah, you should be scared of people that work in the government that are there for a job 9 to 5. Be afraid. So, all right, I'm getting off my soapbox about that shit. Ben Foster is really good in this. It's not really a big meaty role for him. And I consider him of those that are in this movie, he's the best actor in this movie. And if you don't believe me, watch 310 to Yuma, the remake with him and Russell Crowe. Ben Foster is fucking incredible. Watch him and Chris Pine again in Come Hell or High Water.
Dude, haven't you seen him in The Believer?
Yes, I have. I've seen
Damn.
everything with him, dude. Ben Foster is really one of my favorite actors. Mac and I used to sit and talk about movies we wish he'd been in that he could have saved. And one of the worst films he was ever in is one of the X-Men. He played Angel.
Yeah, Angel.
Where he clips his wings. Or is gonna clip his wings.
Yeah, as a kid, when the wings started appearing, he tried to. But then he was going to be the test subject for the unmutant serum.
Yep.
And he says, "Nah, I like having wings. They're cool. Bye."
Yeah. What really pissed me off with all the political use of the X-Men is constantly pushing this one thing, that it's always about LGBTQP RNG. And I'm like, no,
It's
that
about being an
along with
outcast.
many things, it's about being an outcast. It's about being different, and stop trying to own it. It is what it is. And any group who's been bullied or anything like that, ostracized, that's who the X-Men represent. And
Damn, Gambit. I think he doesn't like the movie. However,
I'm not a fan of that movie either. Look, don't get me wrong. I barely like any of the X-Men movies.
wait. You have to admit, Magneto, Yahtzee Hunter is excellent.
Look, I love the casting. Period. That's the best thing about those movies. I was shocked because when I heard how tall Hugh Jackman was, I was, no, I want it more comic accurate. But then I saw the fucking movie. I went, no one else can play but Hugh Jackman. And I'm one of those guys. I became a fan of fucking Hugh Jackman. Then I was okay with alternate universe tall Wolverine, Logan.
Mancunian? I don't know that word.
Hers is more honest. If you hear her say a couple of things, she sounds more like she's from Boston. The funny thing, Casey Affleck already has that accent. So he doesn't do anything. He just New England's it up a little bit. Oh, that's the other guy. Gotcha. I forgot he was on the boat. Yeah, I know. Manchester.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
I've never heard
Thank you.
Mancunian before.
I don't know, man. The first time I saw her was in History Channel's Bonnie and Clyde, and oh man, that was a lightning to me. I haven't a crush on her since then.
Look, she's pretty. She is pretty. I have a problem with girls that with the big round cheeks that have shiny, their skin gets shiny, and it weirds me out a little bit. It's like just looks weird. And by the way, I brought this last night to Lauren. I said, has anybody seen the latest pictures of the girl that plays Wednesday?
Oh my God.
What the fuck did she had that surgery where they removed fat from her face?
No, what she did
is that it?
No, she bleached her eyebrows. So
that looks so stupid.
Oh,
and everybody's
well, I don't like that. What I'm talking about is the gaunt fucking cheeks.
That's I think that's makeup combined with weight loss.
It looks unhealthy.
Yeah.
As fuck.
Like, yeah.
And by the way, we need to do 310. We need to do 310 to Human someday because I'd really like to talk about that film. I'm a big fucking fan of this film. So anyway, let me get into some history of this. This film was directed by Craig Gillespie. He's an Australian-American film, television, and music video producer, director. And I thought he did a fucking fine job on this one. He did the horrible remake of Fright Night, but he did another film that I really liked, Lars and the Real Girl. I fucking loved that Ryan Gosling movie. I thought it was a really good fucking quirky film. But then he did the 2021 film, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't like the whole Disney, let's make the villain the good guy thing. And he directed Cruella. And I don't like that. I get tired of it. You know, they're just misunderstood. Fuck off with that shit.
They're fucking evil. You're killing dogs.
She was going to kill Dalmatians for a fucking coat. That's fucking evil. So, but they can't have that. Disney can't have that. They got to be misunderstood.
You know why?
Anyway,
because those writers are evil and they want to normalize their evilness.
So let me get into some of the stuff. He did this weird movie back in 2007 that I actually laughed at, called Mr. Woodcock, with what's his name? Billy Bob Thornton and Sean William Scott. And I believe Sean William Scott is one of the worst utilized comedic actors out there, because I fucking love the guy. And it's like he keeps getting put into films that just aren't appreciated. And then he did this weird off-the-wall movie, which I did like, Lars and the Real Girl. And if you've never seen this film, it's about a guy with social anxiety that has a relationship with emotional relationship with a realistic sex doll.
Oh.
And he's not doing the dirty. He's trying to learn how to socialize. And it's funny. And Gosling is great in it. Then he did the remake, which is terrible, Fright Night. Then he did a movie called The $1 Million Arm with John Hamm, and did this for Disney. This is where it got started for him with Disney. And then immediately after doing that for Disney, he did The Finest Hours. And $1 Million Arm is a really good film. It's a sports drama about a guy that's going to have to transition from one sport to another one. Coaching, as I recall. I think that's what it was about, coaching. Anyway, then he did this movie called I, Tonya, which is a biopic about Tonya Harding, which I refuse to fucking watch, even though everybody involved with this movie is somebody that I like. I just could give two shits to fucking hear her story. And he was both the director of that and, for the first time, executive producer. Then he did a piece of crap movie, which I refuse to support, Cruella. And then he did a movie I've heard of and never seen, not interested in, called Dumb Money. Just didn't sound good. And he is directly involved with the new Supergirl movie. But I don't know, other than director, I don't know if he has any other involvement with the film. And he's worked on some stuff for TV. He did United States of Terror, 6 episodes. He did the series My Generation, it's a mockumentary series. He did the biodrama Pam and Tommy back in 22. He did a Hulu miniseries about Mike Tyson. And this one I've watched, and I got to tell you, I fucking love. And Anima loved it too. And it's called Your Friends and Neighbors. About a guy who works for an agency, gets fired, wants to take his clients with him when he gets fired because he has sex with somebody that's not even a fucking employee of his. And it's a power play by his boss, and fires him and takes all his clients, leaves him jobless, and he ends up becoming a fucking thief in his neighborhood, rich neighborhood, affluent neighborhood. And it's John Hamm. And I'm telling you, I fucking love this show. From beginning to end, what a great series. Anima, you liked it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Great series. And then he's got another one called The Better Sister, which just sounds terrible to me. With Jessica Biel and Elizabeth Banks, I could give two shits to watch that. So past that, I don't really know anything of his work. And again, the movie hails as the greatest rescue, and that's not exactly true. It's the greatest small boat maritime rescue in history, because they were forced to rescue this ship with a boat that that technically could only hold 12 people. And what was the joke you said earlier? Because it is in the movie.
It's only regulatory, right?
Yeah, it's only regulatory, right? It just says that on paper.
Everybody on.
Doesn't mean it's true. It can hold, what do you think? Like maybe 22, 24? Did they find out how many are alive?
You see them hanging on to the sides, more or less. So there really wasn't room.
They were clinging on for dear life, man. How they stayed on that boat.
I mean, they barely got off the other one. They watched it sink. And they really did. That wasn't just dramatic for the movie. It sank as soon as they were off. And that's like horrifying that it came that close.
So the development of this film with Walt Disney, they acquired the screen rights to the book in 2009. And the 2009 book, they got the rights to it in 2011. And Paul Tomasi and Eric Johnson wrote the screenplay. I like that name, Tomasi. And what does it make me think of? Roland Tomasi. Anybody? Roland Tomasi? Come on.
No.
LA Confidential. That's the fake criminal.
Never
that
seen that
gets
one.
the bad guy caught in the end.
I see the movie, but I don't remember the name of the guy.
Right. It's like when Kevin Spacey realizes that their chief is the fucking bad guy, he gives him the false name of Roland Tomasi. And when he says the name during a briefing, the cop that told Kevin Spacey about that character involvement, the fake name with his dad, knew immediately, oh my God, you're the bad guy. And it's a great fucking movie. I love the book is better. Like
always.
By bounds, but the movie is really pretty good. It loses itself, which is the complaint that James Ellroy had with the movie. After the director died, he made a public statement. I fucking hate that movie. I've always hated it. I thought it was a terrible adaptation of my book. And it's like they missed what the story was about. And I'm like, yeah, you can't hit somebody harder over the head with the criticism that they didn't even understand your story than that. And by the way, the thing that's cool about this boat, and it is part of their maritime museum there, so you can actually get on board the actual boat, is that it is airtight the way it's designed. That when you close the hatches, it's airtight. That way it can go through waves, roll, or whatever. And
dude, this boat was a small airplane and a submarine at the same time.
Yeah, right.
Especially the way they were fucking driving it. And he knew, because one of the biggest threats, I mean, the shoals off the coast there are dangerous in regular weather. And he knew that he had to time each wave to get through. And I don't think they really expand upon his understanding of how long between each wave in order to do what he needed to do to get them through the shoals. Because that's fucking dangerous what he did.
Well, he needed to get over the wave, so he had to start going before it broke. You don't want a wave breaking.
They don't put into the story why. And that is why. Because of the shoals. The shoals are dangerous in calm weather, much less in that kind of weather. So I don't think they emphasize it enough in the film to make it clear why he had to time those waves. because that was the importance of timing the waves, was to get through the shoals.
Yeah, but the other guys knew that too, so it would have been weird if he explained it. Just
Well,
for the
they
audience,
tried to
people
No,
who made the mistake.
not
Wait.
necessarily. They got a fucking new guy. And
And
the new
they
guy
tried-
is exactly who you'd explain that to.
They could have
They
used
tried
that,
to
yeah.
do a little exposition with the girl when the main fisherman explain her why it is dangerous. Yes, he doesn't. The movie never say why he does.
Because
Why
that's
he
why
applied the
the timing
techniques.
had to be perfect. The
Mm.
timing had to be perfect every time he hit one of those waves. So anyway, it's just something that they left completely out that I thought was important to his, just how fucking smart Bernie Weber was.
Dude,
This
that
is how
first
good he
wave.
was. That
The first
he
wave.
knew mathematically to get through the shoals, this is what we have to do. Otherwise, they probably would have been crushed, broken. So anyway, Robert, back in 2013, Schwinkel was hired to direct the film. And Rob's worked on movies like Flight Plan, The Time Traveler's Wife. He did the Red movie back in 2010. He did the Divergent series, and he did the action G.I. Joe movie Snake Eyes. And I think that's probably a good reason for him not to do this movie, because I hate that fucking movie. But anyway, he was originally offered the job to direct. However, he left the project early to go work on the Divergent series. Suicide career. Whoops, I just fucking ruined our show. Isn't that weird? But it is career suicide. And was replaced by Craig Gillespie, who I think is probably the better director for something like this. Principal photography began in 2014 on September 8th, and it was shot in and around Quincy, Massachusetts. On October 27th, the film was being shot at Fore River Shipyard in Quincy aboard the USS Salem. They were also set to film at various South Shore locations and then moved to Chatham, Massachusetts in December. In early December, filming was taking place in the town of Marshfield. Affleck was seen playing piano at Symphony Hall in Boston on December 12th during the Chatham shoot, and expressed to the Boston Globe that his experience shooting the film was one of his best experiences. And this comes from every actor who worked on this film, and including your two main actors in the scenes, Ben Foster and Chris Pine, who, by the way, were born the same year, days apart. And when they started learning all these little things they had in common, they started really kind of hanging out. And during the making of this film, they had a big budding bromance, and it's blossomed since then. And they looked for any opportunity to get to work together. Which, like I said, because Pine was cast as the Outlaw King, he pushed to get Ben Foster in the film as one of his friends, or possibly an enemy. I can't remember. I just remember he was set to be in it, and then everything fell apart last minute, and they weren't able to do it for the miniseries on Netflix. And it's really not a bad miniseries. I liked it. It was really good. I like Chris Pine. I think he's a very talented, misunderstood actor. And if you don't believe me that he can act, watch him in The Smoking Aces.
Yeah.
And try to figure out who he is in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Try to figure out who he is, because he's a main character in that movie, and he's so fucking weird and different. It took me watching it 3 times before I finally went, "Oh my God, that's Chris Pine." And Ben Foster, really, from the early days of his fucking career, man, I knew this kid was talented. He's in another film that I really do like, military film, with what is his name? Give me a second. Woody Harrelson. About the U.S. military, U.S. Army, and the soldiers who are sent to homes to deliver the message that a family member has been killed in action.
That's a cheery movie.
It's a dark film. It is, but it's a seriously good subject. But I loved him in 2007's 3:10 to Yuma with Christian Bale and Russell Crowe. Good God, that is a fucking better film than what people give it credit for. And he's in some oddball ones. Like he is in this movie called Medieval with Michael Caine, and it is, or Michael Caine. Michael Caine. Anyway, it's a much better film. It deals with the Templars and shit like that. It's a good film. Medieval. It's another one. Oh, he did that other film with Chris Pine, The Contractor, which I like that film. We reviewed it right here on this channel. Yeah, Robert Pine's son from Chips. That's right. That's his daddy. By the way, another film I want to do, and I'm thinking about doing it for Military Monday, is You Were Never Here with Joaquin Phoenix. I actually like that movie a lot. And we will be doing Taken, the original Taken film, on Military Monday. And I'll show you.
Yes.
Let me get the thumbnail. There it is. I fucking love this thumbnail. There it is. Long before he was a terrible husband, before he was a terrible father, and way before he was CIA, Brian Mills with U.S. Special Forces.
Oh, come on, man.
Liam Neeson is Brian Mills. Because like in the first movie, he's actually not a bad dad.
You're
But
being
in the
so
second movie,
harsh.
he's a terrible father, letting that shit happen again. And then in the third film, they direct their ire at his wife. And it's like, man, just fucking stop making these movies.
I think you're being unfair to the poor character.
Never. I'll never be unfair. By the way, Ben Foster is one of the main characters in Jason Statham's The Mechanic.
Yeah, he's the vengeful son.
Yeah, I did not like it that much because I love the original. And I'm like, it's not enough like the original. It should have ended like the original. He's also one of the vampires in 30 Days of Night back in 07.
I haven't seen that one.
And he played Angel, like I said, in X-Men Last Stand. But before that, he was on a few things. Like he was in the movie Alpha Dog, which is a good indie film. It's a good indie film. He was on the TV series Dead Zone. He was on
Okay, I cannot hear you, Gary. People in the chat, can you hear me? Or Gary? Anima?
I can hear you.
Oh, so the problem is with Gary.
Well, everything froze on.
No, he froze, and I can see him.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Gary.
Yeah. Get out of the studio and come back in again. And we don't know what you're saying. Now, Anima, could you bring up the
I'm on
thing?
it.
I believe they're just rolled an update and fuck up everything.
Still can't hear you, Gary.
Still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Because it looked like StreamYard had a hiccup.
Yep. Taken 4. Oh no, please. Who's gonna die now? Himself?
Yeah, he kidnaps himself and his family. He's the bad guy and the good guy. He just wants to get away with the family. It's a comedy this time.
Well, the wife is dead, so
He brings her back. No, he hires the actress that played her. It's actually a Liam Neeson film. He's playing himself as Brian Mills. We are 5x5.
What does that mean?
We're clear.
loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, we keep getting lucky with this StreamYard hiccups and updates while we're live. Not the first time that happened.
Well,
Now, here's a funny one. If you go to Ben Foster's resume over on IMDb, they have this weird fucking project that he supposedly worked on. It's called Peter Pan Land of Forever, and it was made in 1973, but he wasn't born until 1980. So I don't know how the fuck that happened, if there's like something that he did later, but it's a really weird credit on Ben Foster's IMDb page. Go look it up. My one beef with this film, and it's really kind of my beef with movies shot on the round, movies that are shot on nothing but green screen, is this movie feels like it's on green screen all the time. Every scene, even scenes that were not, clearly, because there's so much CG added to it that it really makes the scenes look fake. When actually, like, they were shot on location.
Post-production took super long. That's how much work they did with the CG.
And I do like, because there were concerns in real life that they needed to abandon the ship. And he's the one who forced them to stay. And then he shows them why. Because they're wanting to drop one of the launches of one of the I almost said buoy, one of the lifeboats, and he cuts the ropes, and it falls into the ocean and smashes into the side of the ship into bits and pieces. And the guy's like, "You fucking killed us." And they're like, "No, dude, he just saved our lives. Look down there. Look what just happened. Those
There's no
lifeboats
way you survive in these boats and these waves.
Not in that kind of water." He says, "You go out in those boats, you are dead. Our one chance is to keep this aloft, keep it afloat."
Well, he's steering it. He's steering it onto a reef.
He wants to crash it onto the reef, which is closer to the shore. They have a much better chance of being rescued.
That's the only way they would stay afloat.
When you watch this film, it's miracle upon miracle of not so much what happened, but who was in charge is the miracles that take place in this film. That one person, the right person for what happened, was there for this, to do that. I find that incredible. And like I said, originally the boat had, I do believe it was 41 complement, and it got knocked down. They lost 9 or 8, like that. They got knocked down to 33 from 41. And then during the rescue, in the middle of the rescue, they lost one more guy. And the guy who was there, trying to help everybody first. You go first, you get going. And he was one of the last ones to leave. And he got killed by like a human pimple between the two boats. Only one body was ever recovered from this incident. This specific incident with this ship, Pendleton, the SS Pendleton. And he was frozen. The rest were lost at sea. They didn't even try to recover the body of Tiny. It would have been a closed casket. So,
Yeah. Which is such a weird thing whenever you say that, because it's the norm here in Europe to not have an open casket.
I will point out too that
easier.
There is one thing done in this film that, for some reason, caused controversy, but it did happen. And we don't know how significant it was that this happened. Is that pretty much like the whole town turned out with their cars and shined their headlights out into the water, and they show them see it. Now it's called follow the red light. Okay, it's a term that's used, and it's not a red light. It's the lighthouse. They look for the lighthouse, but in this kind of inclement weather, sometimes it's hard to see that. And the cars were closer than the lighthouse was, and so there are those who argue that he could see the lights, and it's one of the reasons they got saved. One of the reasons, and it comes across again as one more decision made by just the right person, because one person said, turn on your headlights. Everybody turn your headlights on.
Well, she starts it, and I'm like, why don't they all have the headlights
I don't know
on
if that's
anyway
true.
in that weather? Why don't they have them
that's
on
for
anyway?
dramatic purposes.
Yeah,
That's for
but I
dramatic
didn't like it.
purposes. But the fact is they did do that, and somebody was the one who said, everybody turn your headlights on. Everybody. Which conclusion are you talking about, buddy? I don't know which one you're talking about, Gambit.
Me neither.
But it's really a miracle that more didn't die. In fact, in this given situation with this ship, the Pendleton, how more didn't die is shocking.
Yeah, they were lucky that most of them were on the mess hall.
Yep.
And there she is.
Lois
That's
Lane.
her.
What the
That's
fuck is
Lois
Superman?
Lane. God,
Could have helped.
She's so gorgeous to begin with, but you make her a fucking ginger, and oh my God, she's my kryptonite. Rachel Brosnahan. And the name is Irish, by the way. A question for Anima. Polish cemeteries are full of candles and little lamps. Is that a Polish thing or a European Catholic thing? It's really odd, because you would think it'd be full of dead bodies.
Oh my.
Every supermarket has these plastic things with the dirt cheap wax in it that burn like forever, and we put them on our graves. So yeah, that's definitely a thing here.
Yeah, those
Gary?
long-lasting candles. What?
This is for you.
Come on, man. That joke needed being made. Hey, what's up with the cemeteries full of candles? Candles? What about the fucking bodies?
They're not called candles. We call them Grablichter, which means grave light. I mean, it burns, but it's far from a candle. It's really cheap, tallow-like substance.
Oh, from Taken 4. I got to be honest with you.
There is no Taken 4.
I know I have seen Taken 3. I know he's making a joke. I don't even remember fucking Taken 3 how it ends. I got so fucking annoyed at it. The quick cutting action scenes is so fucking annoying to watch. It's like the movie was edited by somebody from MTV.
Well, they have to help poor Liam Neeson in his fighting scenes because
Well, he's actually really good at fight action, and it's almost like they didn't want to put the effort into helping him with his training because he's actually really good. He is a fighter in real life.
He's old now. I mean,
I tell you what, I would not want to fucking get hit by Liam Neeson now.
Oh well, his hand is the size of his
head.
His
fist is the size of my face.
Yes.
The guy has gigantic fucking fists. I don't know if his hands are giant. I don't know if he's got banana hands or not. But I know his fucking fist is gigantic. And the guy was a bare knuckle boxer and boxer. He was a pugilist.
And he has the nose to prove it.
Oh boy, oh boy. Exactly where he got that fucking nose from.
Just
but
like
anyway,
Roy Scheider.
I was getting into some of this stuff. So let me get back to this because I was talking about how the Boston Globe had run into what's his name playing piano, and he talked to them about this being one of the best films he ever worked on. Casey Affleck, production designer Michael Kornblith reproduced the interior of the SS Pendleton accurately, and I mean it looks like they shot on a ship. He fucking did that. Post-production lasted. In fact, one of my favorite moments in the film is where you go level to level, deck to deck, and they do it like it's one seamless cut, but it's multiple cuts the way they did it. Going, and you're following someone, and then that person goes through a fucking door or a hatch, and then they pull away a little bit, and that's the edit. That's the cut. Because that's one of the clever ways of doing it, is hiding it, not moving directly into something, but moving close to something, and that thing is moving, and it looks like you're following it, and then all of a sudden you pull back away from it, and that thing keeps moving, and it looks like, wow, how'd they do that? And that's how they do that.
That line to get the commands down to the machine guys, that was brilliantly done. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Hey, we forgot the guy with the lisp from Hello Tomorrow. He's in this one. He's like the character that notices the stern of the boat and go to the station and tell them. Remember?
Hey, the front of our boat, it's not there anymore.
It's not happening to these boats, though, because they were so cheaply made. It was a common problem. That's why the captain tried to get through the shore as fast as possible. Because
the guy who was
anyway.
Yeah, he has a terrible lisp in it. Very good fucking actor.
Yes.
That's Matthew Mayer. Matthew Mayer. And I brought him up earlier. He plays Carl Nickerson. And
dude, I'm still so
I'm telling you, if you aren't good with your CKs, that is the name I would not want to fucking say. Like, because I could just see one of my black friends go, wait, what'd you fucking say? What'd you say?
Stop. Don't go there.
Too late. I already did. What are you going to do about it? Don't like it? Write your congressman. First time a show is ever ended by a congressman.
I'm still so pissed they canceled Hello Tomorrow. I love that show.
I know. But the actor, and he plays a cool character on that show, too. He actually has the cleft palate. And he had the surgery just like Joaquin Phoenix to repair the cleft palate, but he's left that scar right here on his lip. And he's really good at this. By the way, he's a friend of Casey Affleck because he's worked with him before. He's worked with the Afflecks before. To my knowledge, the first thing they ever did together was Dogma, because he plays the bartender in Dogma.
I don't remember him in Dogma.
Well, yeah, he's in there. He plays the bartender. So then you've got Gone Baby Gone. He plays Corwin Earl in that one. He's in a series that season I don't think I actually saw. It was season 3, and I'm trying to remember what was season 3 of American Horror Story.
The Coven, wasn't it?
I didn't like The Coven. That's one I didn't like. I didn't like 3 of them. Oddly, I tried watching it and got aggravated with Roanoke. I just hated that fucking season. Like, you fucked up a great myth with your fucking dumb show. But he's good in anything he's in. So, getting back to stuff that he's been on, and he was in let's see, Outer Range, which is, I liked season 1. Season 2, not so much. But season 1 of Outer Range, that was a good Twilight Zone meets Cowboys fucking show. TV show I fucking hated from day one. Can't stand it, and I'm glad it got canceled. Our Flag Means Death. Just dumb comedy, badly done. And then, of course, he played Lester, the government lackey employee in Hello Tomorrow, which is a really good series, and I'm sad that it didn't get picked up for more. He was in all 8 episodes, and I think that's it for stuff that he's been in that I thought was good. Hold on. Oh wait, no, there's more. Oh, I fucking love The Prodigal Son. I really was shocked how much I liked that show. And you know who one of the main producers was on that, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know the show.
It's okay. We need to watch this show. It's a very good show. And I keep wanting to say, is it Alex Kurtzman? It's either Alex Kurtzman. No, it's Greg Berlanti. Greg Berlanti is one of the executives on this show.
Because Kurtzman's name makes me want to jump out of the window.
Kurtzman and Berlanti are fucking 2 people that I would love to turn into one of those punching bags on a pole.
Freaking hacked.
Fuck, you can't stand them. But goddamn, this was a good show. And I really did like it. And it's the story of a kid who is a profiler that has issues, who is the son of a fucking serial killer, played by Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen plays his father, and Tom Paine plays Malcolm Bright, his son. And you've got other really good actors in the show, like Halston Sage. She's the one that dates Seth MacFarlane. She was on season 1 of The Orville as the super strong alien, but I guess he couldn't date her and have her on the show. And by the way, the men that mounted that mission all were given the gold lifesaver award for the Coast Guard.
It's incredible what they did.
And by the way, the movie ends with photos of the real guys. And in fact, for the first half of the cast, it's a photo of the actor and who they're playing, and they show a picture of the real person.
I like when they do that.
Yeah. And they populated the end of this movie with images of the real town, everything, and the real Coast Guard building, which again, they shot at the real location. This is what's scary. He's just fucking did the impossible. And now they've lost their compass and can't get their bearings. In the middle of a fucking storm in winter.
Not to mention not being able to see shit.
Yeah. Even with the searchlight, you can barely
It's
see
the storm. They're at night in a storm, can't see shit, and he's just like, what am I going to do? And finally, they keep telling him, go east. You need to go east. And he just turns off the fucking radio.
Yeah, he
You're telling
ends
me to
up
do something I don't know how to do.
He's navigating just by the direction of the wind.
That's all. That's all he has going for him.
Well, when I went out, the wind was on my left. So if I keep the wind on my right, I think I'll be going back to shore. Oh my God!
Right. So the soundtrack is really good too. The music was composed and conducted by Carter Burwell, and he's one of those guys that you just don't hear his name. But he's collaborated with some really good names. He's worked with Bill Condon, Coen Brothers, Spike Jonze. This guy's out there. He's done some really good stuff. And he did the soundtrack for The Banshees of Inisherin, which I fucking love that movie. He did scores for Inside Llewellyn Davis, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Miller's Crossing, and the band played on Conspiracy Theory, which I fucking love that movie. He did the 2000 version of Hamlet. He did Spanish Prisoner. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, another great film. Philip Seymour Hoffman, man, good fucking movie. In Bruges, I won't mention that film. Where the Wild Things Are, which is actually better than I thought it was going to be. A movie I don't like, and it later found out, yeah, it's full of shit, is The Blind Side. Yeah, it's bullshit. He wrote and recorded original music for The Bourne Identity, but Doug Liman replaced him with music by John Powell. And that always made me sad, because the original soundtrack also included a Peter Gabriel song that they ended up cutting the scene and removing it. And it's like, and it's sad because it was perfect ending to the movie. So anyway, I think it's a solid fucking soundtrack. Really holds your throat with a lot of his compositions in this. Disney Studios released the film on April 15th of 2016. And then again, October 9th of 2015 until announcing a final release date. Oh, that was what they were doing. It was originally April 2016. And then they did release it in January of 2016. A second trailer of These Finest Hours, Coronado Island Film Festival. The film held its world premiere at the TCL. That's Grauman's Chinese Theater in California. That's kind of cool. I love that. It was, of course, released by Walt Disney Studios Home Entertainment when it was released on Blu-ray and DVD. And this is where it really sucks. And it makes me sad for this fucking movie because it deserved better than this. The budget was anywhere between 70 and 80 million plus marketing, which would put it over $100 million. And it only took in 52.1 worldwide.
Ouch.
In the box office. It was a flop.
Why didn't it do better?
Fuck if I know. And I do believe that possibly it's the overall look of the film, I think, may have hurt it because it looks like a CG film.
Well, as I said, I didn't know anything about this movie, so the publicity was scarce.
Mm.
Remember, this was in that Bob Iger, Bob Chapek period. Mismanagement. A lot of funding that was meant for certain things ended up going elsewhere. So this movie may have been screwed right from the, like he did. Fucking Bob Iger is why John Carter flopped. He's to blame for it. That movie is a good movie, and it should have done better. And it's piss poor marketing because he took the marketing budget. And this is I love the irony of this, because he took the money that was meant to go to John Carter and gave it to George Lucas. It's the second time in his career that's happened. What was the first time?
I don't know.
I know we have talked about it, but I don't remember.
It was a little film called Damnation Alley.
Right.
Its special effects budget was cut by 80%. And that 80%, $6 million, was given to George Lucas to complete Star Wars by Alan Ladd Jr. So this scene is great. And I'm glad they include it because I trust the people that said that, word of mouth was that it was the headlights that helped them find land to navigate. Is Apple TV Plus the new version of 1990s Fox? I don't know yet, Alpha, because here's what I said. The best fucking TV and movies being made by streaming service is the streaming service that has the least liquid funds to do it with. They have the smallest fucking membership. They're like Hulu level. That's how bad they are. Back before Disney.
But they have Apple money.
But they have Apple money. And so they have put a lot of money into these movies and shows, and they're fucking shows. But now they're starting to feel it because those pockets aren't as deep as they like to pretend. And so you're seeing shows getting canceled left and right.
Well, that's
one show that should have been canceled early on after the second season was For All Mankind. It was good the first two seasons. It was crap after that.
Well, they are releasing on theaters now.
What?
Their movies. They are releasing it on theater.
That's a smart way to do it. And I like Justine Bateman just said in an interview that streaming is what's killing movies. And they need to stop doing this. They need to go back to, if you want to see this movie, go see it in the theater and give it its due time. Instead, we're seeing, used to be like a year to a year and a half. Then it got down to 6 months from theatrical release to home video release. And now it's sometimes days and weeks, the turnaround. It's all panic and shit like that that's causing it. Look at the critic consensus. It was a solid action adventure, but it didn't have the flashiness of the superhero sci-fi movies that everyone came to expect in 2016. This movie.
Yeah.
Also, you've got two guys that are solid actors. They should have played that up, their work. Not just Star Trek,
Which, if you ask me, is the weakest point in Pine's career.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I do defend him because even Shatner liked his take on his Kirk. He felt that he understood his Kirk, and he liked that about Pine. But Pine had mishandling with scripts and with producers like J.J. Abrams, who aren't fans of Star Trek.
That wasn't Kirk's personality, what they wrote for him. Bumbling Kirk. I can.
Yeah, he's not a bumbler. He's fucking smart. I hated the depiction of the Japanese boat.
Zulu?
No, the Japanese ship that they have to rescue, that he outwits.
Kobayashi Maru.
Kobayashi Maru. The Kobayashi Maru depiction in the film pissed me off.
The only thing I liked about those three movies was Carl Urban as McCoy. God damn.
He fucking nailed it. I liked Kirk and their friendship. I liked Spock's friendship when it started going. But past that, I didn't like Spock, the depiction of Spock. Having a relationship with Uhura, like, what the fuck is going on? Everybody knows who he had feelings for, and he hid them. Here we go, the actual pictures of the guys.
Even the Pendleton.
This story deserved to be turned into a film, and I'm glad they did it. And I hope over time they make their money back from this film because it deserved it. I think this is a very good film. And by the way, one of the things that impressed me with this film is not just the direction, not just the writing, not just the performances. And I can say something, even though I feel that the director of photography was ruined by the way they did the visual effects, where everything has the same bleached out greenish turquoise hue to it. I love the music by Carter Burwell, but Javier, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Aguirre Sarobi. I think his cinematography was ruined by the effects in the film, to where you don't know when you're looking at real or CG, and that's, to me, that ruins the work of the cinematographer. But I think the person who should have gotten more notice out of this is Tatiana Riegel. She is fantastic film editor, and she's worked with him on some other films. She's worked on 2 films with this director. She did I, Tonya and Cruella, but she also worked on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. She worked on The Instigators, which I thought was funny but not great, but it was funny, and I thought it was well edited. I think she is a really good fucking film editor, and her work on this film alone proves that. And she's worked with this director apparently more than that. Another film I thought she did a good job on that I thought was funny that nobody else likes. I've never heard anybody else other than Mac and me say anything nice about this movie, and it's the movie Bad Words with Jason Bateman, Justine Bateman's brother.
Yeah, I don't know. It never, the premise never got me. The guy trying to relive his childhood day. That
was robbed of his win. But the movie's about coming to terms with yourself and becoming a better person by the end. But it's just filled with really bad behavior and that kind of comedy. And I like it. Catherine Hahn is in it, and I thought she was good in it. Allison Janney's in it. And one of my favorite actors of all time, Philip Baker Hall, is really fucking good in it. It's a bit part, but he's really good in it. And I swear to God, Bob Stephenson has to be fucking related to Dan Aykroyd, because he just looks like Dan Aykroyd from the 80s to me. Do you know who I'm talking about?
That thing could be accidental, like Castro and Trudeau,
Bob Stephenson is in a lot of, he's a character actor, okay? But all these little bit parts he fucking nails, and he's so good in them. He plays the airport security officer in the movie Fight Club. It's one of his biggest roles. He plays the Catholic priest in the movie Ladybird, which I think is a really good film.
Yes. Here's the thing. The movie is well written, incredibly acted, very well directed, at the point that you despise her character so much that you don't want to see the movie again.
Are you talking about Ladybird?
Yes.
Yeah. Not a likable character. Trying to think of something where you guys might know who the fuck he is, and I just can't think of anything. I'll tell you what I'll do. Hold on. Let me open up his fucking page here. Hold on. Because I can at least show you the picture and you'll go, oh, I know that guy. There we go. Present screen. Bob Stephenson. There he is. Because the guy looks like he is related to Dan Aykroyd in every photo I ever see of him.
Yes, I can see. Oh my God. It looks a little like Joe in his younger pictures. The eyebrows and was that the other guy?
I like this movie. Our idiot brother cracked me up. I hated that show.
Yeah. Oh my
There
god,
he is.
this scene. I
This is
love
Fight
that
Club.
scene.
This guy is so fucking good in this scene. I'm not a fan of Fight Club, but I like this guy's scene.
Oh, I love that movie. I
do
really
not.
love Fight Club.
I have a lot of disdain towards it. Trying to find some more pictures of him. Charlie's Angels, hell yeah. Fucking love that movie. I liked that first movie. Not so much the second film, but I did like the first one. That's the second one. He looks, look at him. Tell me he doesn't look like first cousin to Dan Aykroyd. Got the same nose, same crazy eyes.
I don't know. Those movies looks to me like caricatures in live action of the original show, which I liked very much.
There we go. All right. Well, let's wrap up. This is a great movie. If you've never seen this movie, take time, watch this movie. It is a heroic moment in history when this could have been one of the worst fucking disasters.
Yeah.
It's incredible what happened. Yes, John Cleese plays Lucy Liu's dad. And he's funny.
It's John Cleese. He's funny.
What he does. All right. So Gambit, Snorty, Emmanuel, Wade, Penny, 11 Alpha, Classic Comics, Connie Cleary, and the Peter Venkman fan site, Venkman's Girl, all were here today. Thanks for popping in, guys. We really appreciate it. Hope everybody enjoyed the fun. We're just having fun talking about these things. And by the way, did you know John Cleese is part of East End or Cockney slang?
Nope.
If you call someone a John Cleese or the John Cleese, it is slang for he's the boss, the head cheese. Because it's about rhyming. The head cheese, John Cleese is the head cheese, the boss. There you go. So I learned a bunch of Cockney because, like, I've got a friend who's a limey prick that whenever he comes to the U.S., Ricky Cheka, I have to go to every restaurant and store he needs to buy stuff from because they don't know what the fuck he's saying. And I'm his translator. And by the way, it's Queen's English is what he's speaking. He's not using any slang. He just has that thick of a fucking accent. But I've watched John in Time Bandits as Robert Hood. That's right.
We have that one coming. We're going to talk about Time Bandits.
Love that movie. It's the Brife of Lion.
Jesus.
Oh my.
If there's a way of fucking up a word, I will find it. Okay, we're going to get out of here, guys. I want to thank everybody for being here. We'll see you next time. The chief will not be doing a show tomorrow. He is down for the count right now, and all of us are wishing him a speedy recovery to feeling better. But we will be back again Wednesday for what are we doing Wednesday?
Oh, Dead Heat.
Oh, that's right. And I saw the trailer and went, really?
It's a
I
fun
don't even
movie.
remember that. I don't even remember watching the trailer.
I showed it to you last night, and your reaction was like, huh. Martin wants to see that. Uh-huh. Huh.
That is a fun movie, and it has Trent Williams and Robert Picardo. So
I watched that. Yeah, there you go. You got Robert Picardo in it. I pointed that out to her. She didn't care. She still seems to not really give a shit.
I was tired as fuck yesterday, okay?
I went to see it in the movie theater. I saw it at the Greenbrier Theater in Fredericksburg, Virginia, when it came out in 1988, I think it was 87, 88. And I laughed. I was, boy, Joe Piscoe got muscular.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up with that? It's like, why does he look so? Why is he so puffed up muscular? What's going on there? Why is he doing that? I was really weirded out by all. It's sort of like when Steve Gutenberg did that shit. Remember that?
No.
Anybody? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We'll talk about it after the show. Yeah, but yeah, Steve Gutenberg was another one that roided up and fucking got cut and muscular, and it was fucking bizarro. Bizarro. Anyway, that's of course Sequest 2021 TV series. Bizarro. All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. We'll see you next time, everybody, on Wednesday. Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye.